All right, we're back again. What's going on? Um, did your candidate win here in America the other day or not? Um, Seems fitting. Money game, you know. Let's talk about money here. Let's hear REN put together some bars about monies. Links down below. All right. Always something unique with REN because wasn't thinking piano stuff other than we saw keys right off the bat, but usually just don't think piano and hip hop together necessarily. No complaints with it. I'm just saying. The videos are amazing as always. Unique and makes it's helping with the story per se. I'm assuming it's going to help with the story.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for
We're definitely getting a story told to us today.
unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 9,
For the most part, that's relatively true. I mean, the world doesn't give a shit about you. And for the most part, the governments really don't give a shit about the individual.
19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23,
I mean, this is true. if you manipulate the data, the lies will sell themselves. And you can go kind of apply that in a bunch of different ways. But the underlying principle is legitimate.
Life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here, son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval.
I mean, you know, a lot of times the people we see, they're just the scapegoats, the face of something. Because the people really, and it's not even have to be people, but the ones really calling the shots, making decisions, likely don't want faces on the screen. They don't want to be known. That is not their style. There's a lot of people that don't want to be famous, but want the power. It's like all these celebrities getting purchased for opinions. Yeah. Fucking REN. Food for thought always with him, it seems like.
Sweet. Now he's 30. His daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder.
I mean, we talked it before. It doesn't really matter what it is. If it's worth, due to the system, if it's worth money, people are going to sell it. People are going to hustle it. And some things kind of sell themselves. You just have to have it. There ain't no trying to scheme or scam people with it. It's
and guns, 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the popo inside of his pocket. "35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
so America-wise, we have Mexico, the cartels right beneath us. Yet we spend trillions and send trillions to the other side of the world while ignoring, I don't think it's ignoring, but while ignoring what goes on right next door to us. But this goes back to Reagan administration, and again, we sort of allow the cartels and Mexico to run the way it runs because for whatever reason, we want it to. Or else, why wouldn't we go down there and fix our neighboring problem instead of going to the other side of the world to be the world police for the UN? And then, yeah, the cartels can be absolutely ruthless. But there is also stories of random individuals putting a whooping on cartels too. So It's one of those things you never know who you're fucking with. The passion behind some individuals is far beyond that of some organizations.
And one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
REN is amazing. And just an all-around amazing artist. Far beyond just the hip-hop, rap aspect of it all.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
Like the genuineness in his voice, actually. Because this doesn't come across like just doing something for views or pandering or talking about stuff you don't actually believe or care or give a fuck about. This does seem like he is genuine with his artistry.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Division, what you mentioned, and again, like, gotta keep the people divided so they bicker amongst themselves and they won't ever focus on what should be the bigger priorities. Keep them bickering about a bunch of petty shit. Keep them divided through religion, through sports, through politics, through all kinds of, at times, bullshit.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Trigger discipline. Get your finger off trigger.
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45
1911.
because his age is the same. Here's the words of his father. It's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Buck and Ren. Bringing up topics that actually have an effect on the world as a whole, as the people of the world as a whole. Yeah, there's some small third world country areas, and they may really know nothing of currency or utilizing, having. But in general, fucking Ren, Money Game, Part 3. Links down below. As always, incredibleness from Ren. And words to make your mind ponder. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Till next time. Yep, till next time. Y'all, peace out.